CoastTV.
A landmark in Rehoboth Beach, how Royal Treat is being remembered by the community.
Well, it was another gorgeous fall day here along the coast, but now clouds are building in. I'll let you know when the wet weather will move in, coming up in just a few minutes.
Leaves turning from green to yellow, the science behind the changing color palette of the season.
Classic cars on display in Ocean City, why people think endless summer cruising is a positive event for the town.
From the beaches to the bays, coverage you can count on. CoastTV News at 5 starts right now.
Relics from Royal Treat symbolizing years of memories for the Rehoboth Beach community. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight by remembering the Royal Treat in Rehoboth.
The Royal Treat provided the Rehoboth Beach community with delicious food and ice cream and great conversation for 42 years. Unfortunately, the restaurant was shut down at the end of summer 2022 for safety reasons. The demolition is set to begin in December. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber live there in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, the Rehoboth Beach community very sad to see the building go.
Charlie and Maddie, Royal Treat was located here on Wilmington Ave, right near the boardwalk. As you walk up, you can see this building is really old and weathered with time. The Royal Treat sign shows that. But when you came through those doors, you felt you were part of a family. David Mann was a dedicated customer to Royal Treat for over 40 years. For Mann, going to Royal Treat was a way of life.
That was mandatory for ice cream in the evenings after dinner. Mandatory. So I developed an affection for peppermint stick ice cream with hot fudge sauce. So I would be standing in line on this, getting to the steps, getting up the steps, and then finally getting to order from Scott or one of the staff, one of the kids that was there. It was always a lot of fun.
Carl Priate works at Sea Finds, located across the street from Royal Treat. Priate is sad to see it go because Royal Treat was so much more than just a restaurant.
Well, Royal Treat, really, that's the name. It's really a treat because they had the best breakfast anywhere in town. And the people, the family was very philanthropic. They gave a lot back to the community. They worked the kitchens. They were at the front door. They knew everybody by name. I mean, the regulars had been coming there for generations. I mean, people brought their kids and those kids brought their kids. Very sad to see them gone.
Royal Treat's memory will be preserved at the Rehoboth Beach Museum. Signs, ladles, pictures, and ice cream glasses were donated by the owners to the museum. Royal Treat closed its doors for good at the end of summer 2022. This beloved place was missed by many this summer.
And it's hard. It's really hard to leave your friends behind because you've been coming here every summer since 1980. This was the first year they weren't here. It was hard for them. It's really difficult.
Currently, there are no plans for the property after demolition, but the family wants to reassure the community they are looking to fill the space with a new place for people to make memories. To honor their beloved restaurant, the Rehoboth Beach Museum is holding an ice cream social for everyone to attend early next year when they unveil their Royal Treat exhibit. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Elisa. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what will you miss the most about Royal Treat? Let's take a look at the results.
Here's what we've got so far. Ice cream, I got to tell you, I'm not surprised that that's at the top of the list. But other things on the list, breakfast way up there, the people.
I love that.
And the memories. Now, this is subject to change all through the evening. You can go vote right now on WRDE.com or use our Coast TV mobile app, and we will have updates later this evening. We are learning more tonight from the White House and Homeland Security about the decision to add a new section of the highly controversial border wall in South Texas. NBC's Jay Gray has a closer look at the situation and why the president, even though his administration is carrying out the project, says the wall is not an answer to problems along the border.
Like so many who crossed the Rio Grande, the move, announced by Homeland Security, came overnight. The Biden administration waiving 26 federal laws, clearing a legislative and budgeting path to build a new section of border wall in South Texas. The decision comes as the border crisis continues at a record pace. Last month, there were more than 200,000 illegal crossings at the southern border. The surge of migrants stretching resources to their limits in cities across the country, including New York, nearly 2,000 miles away.
Our clinics are full, and there are waiting lists, and people are turning people away or referring them to other places.
The initial wall was built by and a policy cornerstone of the Trump administration. The new project calls for about 20 additional miles of that barrier. The political implications, though, could stretch much further.
It looks like this is a promise broken. There's no easy way to describe this other than a flip-flop from President Biden.
The former HUD secretary and fellow Democrat referring to this campaign promise from then candidate Joe Biden.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
The president now saying he had no choice.
I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't, they wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
As crowds and questions continue to build along the border. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Tonight, the White House reiterating that the money to pay for the project comes from appropriated funds earmarked specifically for physical border barriers and that the administration was under deadline to use those funds.
Thousands of Kaiser Permanente workers took to picket lines in multiple states Wednesday. The coalition of Kaiser Permanente unions, which represents some 75,000 of the health system's employees nationally, approved a strike for 3 days. Kaiser issued a statement saying that while no contract deal was reached, there were tentative agreements on a number of unspecified issues. According to the union, no further talks have been scheduled as of yet, and the strike remains in effect.
2023 is on track to be the hottest year in history. That's according to new data from the European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service. Last month was the hottest September, following 4 months of record-breaking heat. Ocean temperatures were also breaking records for September, hitting the second highest on record for any month.
And as we take a look right now outside into Ocean City, the 45th Street Tap House camera, courtesy of Hershey Exteriors. Not hot, but absolutely beautiful here today on Delmarva. Our first alert meteorologist Alex Seymour is in for Paul tonight and joins us with a look at our weather. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, we've certainly seen some absolutely gorgeous weather here along the coast over the last several days, and we're going to continue that through this evening. Unfortunately, the weather is starting to go downhill just a little bit. Thankfully, no rain yet, but the clouds certainly have started to build in. Let's take a live look out on our Boardwalk Plaza hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach, but still people out there in the water there in Rehoboth Beach, still enjoying the beautiful day that we've seen for much of it. 71 degrees currently in Rehoboth Beach, and we're in the 70s all across Delmarva. Winds, I should say, are pretty light, 5 miles per hour or less. Skies, well, we're starting to see those clouds build in. You see that faint gray shading, that is those low clouds starting to build in, and that's going to continue to increase over the next several hours. So we can see that on our dog walking forecast. Increase in clouds as temps start to fall into the 60s. Tomorrow we have wet weather on the way. I have more details on that coming up in just a little bit.
Alex, thank you. It may not look like it yet as green leaves still hang in our trees, but fall is finally among us. As the weather turns cooler and nights get longer during the fall, chlorophyll, which makes leaves green, breaks down. This leaves other chemicals exposed, the ones that reveal colors like yellow, orange, and red. Peak fall foliage is forecast for on or about October 21st on Delmarva.
I feel like I learned something there, a little science class. An 18-year-old from Milford was arrested on Tuesday, October 4th for sexually assaulting a minor, police say. The Milford Police Department says Ajalon Ayers is now facing charges. The investigation began in July.
A shed fire caused a stir in one Millville neighborhood. The Millville Volunteer Fire Company says this happened on Lisa Avenue Wednesday around 11:45 a.m. The department says the Delaware State Fire Marshal is currently investigating the cause.
Fall doubles as college application season. The Lewis Public Library is offering practice tests for students. SAT practice tests, those are going to be held at the library on Friday, October 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Registration is required for the tests.
Endless Summer Cruising is back in Ocean City. The annual car show is back for a 26th year. People are coming from all across the country to showcase and have their classic cars of new and old be judged and put on display for crowds of people. Thousands gather in the inlet parking lot to check out the cars and enjoy vendors along the boardwalk. Some visitors who came for the car show say it just never disappoints.
Such a good experience because you meet people of all ages, and and they're just, we all have that common interest is the cars, whether they're new cars or old cars, and we really get to strike up a lot of good conversations, and it's just a good time.
Endless summer cruising will go until this Sunday, October 8th.
A new record catch of blue catfish. How much this catch broke the previous record by.
Well, dreary weather is on the way for the end of the week. I'll time out when that rain will arrive, coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, Draper Media's very own Mariah Calagione recognized at the 51st Annual Jefferson Awards. The meaning behind the award she received, up next.
Back and better than ever, celebrate 100 years with us at the Delmarva Chicken Festival, October 7th at Purdue Stadium in Salisbury. Free admission and fun for all ages with contests, kids activities, music, food vendors, and fireworks. Don't miss out, October 7th.
I'm ready.
Reba's the only one with a block left.
Better be nice to me. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to block.
Don't block me!
I'm no dummy.
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
I got an idea for an experiment. We assume people are making rational decisions, but the opposite is true. The question is why?
This case is pretty cut and dried.
You think so?
The Irrational, Monday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
The new upscale OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro is the place to go for fresh, hand-selected ingredients used to create the most delicious Asian delicacies. Come dine in, have a drink, and let our skilled chefs prepare your authentic Thai, Chinese, and Japanese dishes. At OC Chopsticks, we take what was good and make it better. Sushi rolls, noodle soups, General Tso's chicken, you see where we're going. Anything made fresh is better. Serving lunch and dinner daily, located at the Ocean City Outlets. OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro, we stay fresh.
Back and better than ever, celebrate 100 years with us at the Delmarva Chicken Festival, October 7th at Purdue Stadium in Salisbury. Free admission and fun for all ages with contests, kids activities, music, food vendors, and fireworks. Don't miss out, October 7th.
We decided to do upgrades on our house that we had built ourselves. We were looking for a particular company that would be on the same page we were as far as craftsmanship and take pride in a job well done. Now we're having the bathroom done, and we went with Spicer Brothers. I've never seen anything as fast and as efficient.
Unbelievable how quick he is, and for a one-man show.
He has a passion for his craft, and he's so efficient. We're just so tickled to death to have him.
So before you sign, keep Bass by Spicer Brothers in mind.
As part of the 51st Annual Jefferson Awards, Draper Media family member Mariah Calagione was honored Wednesday, October 4th. The Lewis local earned the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Award for Outstanding Public Service benefiting local communities. Calagione was chosen for her philanthropic work, including her nonprofit. That nonprofit has granted over $3.7 million to different local Delaware organizations that create housing, preserve natural beauty, and support nonprofits. The recording of that event can be found on our website.
Negotiations moving forward for Hollywood's largest union. In a joint statement with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers on Wednesday, SAG-AFTRA announced that talks would continue on Friday. The parties are then expected to work over the weekend and resume on Monday. The joint statement and the continuation of negotiations was likely going to be read as a positive sign as the 2023 actors' strike stretches on.
Going grocery shopping in Salisbury could get cheaper. I bet you don't hear that very often. According to the city, the plastic bag ban ordinance has been amended. That means some purchases no longer require shoppers to pay 10 cents for a to-go bag. Paper bags, bags from restaurants, and bags for prescription drugs will now be excluded from the charge, according to the city.
Dorchester County was the next stop on MDOT's statewide transportation tour. On Tuesday, October 3rd, MDOT met with county officials to discuss the 6-year draft budget that outlines a spending plan to create a cleaner, more efficient, and accessible transportation system all throughout the state. Transportation priorities are taking shape, including $208,000 for a light at 50 and 750, an intersection study at MD 343 and Maces Lane, and money for HVAC improvements at the airport.
Well, rain and cooler weather will be returning to the forecast for the end of the week and heading into the weekend. I'll let you know when the rain is most likely, coming up just after the break.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Available, affordable, at your service. Discover the store that saves you more at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart.
The selection is incredible. I mean, my floors look amazing.
Thousands of styles in the aisles for miles. Right now, save an extra 20% off carpet and vinyl rolls, tile and area rugs, plus huge savings on hardwood, laminate, and waterproof floors. Simply pick, pay, take it away, or we'll install it as soon as you save for free. Hurry in to Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart before the sale is over.
A sense of duty. It can turn a good lawyer into a great one. Advocating for people in my community in times of crisis is what I do. Serious car accidents are just that, a time of crisis. And insurance companies are not on your side. Do not leave it up to them to decide your future. We will get what you and your family deserve because we fight for truth, transparency, and accountability. Choose the right lawyer. Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, Federico, rightlawyersrightnow.com.
Whether you live at the beach, travel to the beach, or want to know what's going on at the beach, get the WRDE News app. The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the WRDE News app on your Apple or Android devices. Just search WRDE Coast TV. The WRDE Coast TV News app. Coverage you can count on.
NBC Nightly News. Weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County. Whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
Well, I hope you were able to get outside earlier today and enjoy some of the gorgeous weather we have been seeing. And the clouds now starting to move into the area, and we've got some dreary weather on the way for the next couple of days. Gateway Subaru camera at the Commander Hotel in Ocean City. It is now gray out there, but still, you can see there's a person out there on the beach. A few other people out there still have their tents set up, enjoying the warmth that we have been seeing. Temps sitting right around 73 degrees in Ocean City this evening, and we're in the 70s all across Delmarva, so it's still pretty comfortable even with those gray skies now moving in. We're currently sitting at 72 in Bethany Beach. It's 71 in Rehoboth Beach, 75 degrees in Georgetown, and 75 degrees in Delmar this evening. Winds coming out of the east, pretty light, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The easterly winds not really impacting temperatures a whole lot. It's more impacting the amount of moisture that's in the atmosphere. That's what's helping those clouds to start to build. And we can see that on our satellite radar picture. There's a faint gray shading there on the satellite radar picture. That is those low clouds starting to build in, and they're going to continue to thicken up over the coming hours. And what we're waiting for is this cold front that you see with all this wet weather off in the Midwest. That's what's going to reach us as we head towards Saturday. That's what's going to bring us a better chance of rain showers. But it's not going to be anything that's heavy. We're likely going to see rainfall totals maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain, and many of us less than that. We can see on our in-house futurecast the cloudy skies, they stick around throughout the overnight hours, maybe a few breaks in those clouds early on Friday morning, but Friday afternoon, cloudy skies all across the region. It's going to be a gray day overall, and there's those spotty showers that I was talking about. We're going to be seeing those spotty showers off and on throughout the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. Not a washout, so you can still get outside. You just probably want to keep that rain gear handy. Make sure you have that umbrella. Make sure you have that rain jacket. Saturday morning is going to be the biggest issue. We're going to see those clouds and another round of those showers passing through the region. This is 11:30 in the morning, but take a look at this. By the afternoon hours, the clouds, they clear out. The rain clears out, and Saturday afternoon actually turns out to be a pretty decent afternoon. We just start to see some of that cool air move in, and then by Sunday morning, it is going to get chilly. Inland locations, we are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, even the beaches closing in on the upper 40s to low 50s. So it is going to be a cool morning on Sunday. Certainly going to feel like fall. Maybe head out to some of those fall festivals, do a little bit of apple picking. Not a bad weekend overall. We're getting those yellow shade in Friday and Saturday strictly because we do have those spotty showers, but you can probably still head out to an apple orchard, do a little bit of apple picking. Just dodge those raindrops. Sunday, a perfect day. We're in the green. We've got mostly to partly cloudy skies with temps sitting right around 64 degrees for those highs. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast shows that cooler weather continuing into Monday, and then we warm back into the low 70s for the middle of next week.
Thank you, Alex. Yet another state record catch reported by Denrec. Check this out. Sydney McBroom of Bridgeville landed the 53-pound blue catfish, which measured 46.5 inches in length. It is believed to be the largest freshwater fish caught since Denrec began keeping recreational fishing records. Denrec says McBroom caught the catfish fishing from his boat on Friday, September 22nd on the Nanticoke River using a whole bluegill as bait and landing it after a 20-minute wrestling match. I bet that took some effort to get in. Join us here on Coast TV News to watch Sunday Night Football. This Sunday going to be the Dallas Cowboys, the San Francisco 49ers. That coverage starts at 7 p.m. And then right after the game, we have your hyper-local Coast TV News to get you ready for the work week.
The holiday season will be here before we know it, and that means the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations from businesses and individuals, we do our best to make sure every child has a present to open Christmas morning. We do that by supporting nonprofits that hand-pick families in need, groups like the Boys and Girls Club. Applications for nonprofits like that are now open. They are due October 31st. We'll be right back.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
100.9% classic country plays real country.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home on your lot. Walking through your design, noticing the little things you visualized come to life, the progress, the completion, and the move-in to your new home. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes, custom built in our factory and finished on your lot, wherever that may be. Tour our model homes and factory at our main office in Greenwood. We're happy to help you begin your journey in building your new Berica. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Whether you live at the beach, travel to the beach, or want to know what's going on at the beach, get the WRDE News app. The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the WRDE News app on your Apple or Android devices. Just search WRDE Coast TV. The WRDE Coast TV News app. Coverage you can count on.
Living a good life means being healthy. But what does it mean to be healthy and stay healthy? It means getting the right kind of care. Right here. And convenient. It means having the right hospital to coordinate the delivery of healthcare for the entire community. Atlantic General Hospital. We'll put you on the right path to good health and keep you there.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Do your pets need any vaccinations? Well, tonight until 7 p.m., the First State Animal Center and SPCA in Camden is going to host low-cost vaccination clinics. Various types of dog and cat vaccinations will be provided, as well as with other services such as nail trimming and ear cleaning.
Are you beginning to think of your holiday travel plans? The Cape May Lewis Ferry winter schedule is now open. Bookings are open for travels from November 1st through March 31st. Bookings can be made on the Cape May Lewis Ferry website.
Coming up, a family costume contest at the Halloween Happening event at the Salisbury Zoo. Activities that kids and families can expect this year at the celebration. You're going to want to stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Join us at Big Oyster Brewery on Sunday, October 15th at 8 a.m. for the first Shuck Cancer 5K, a remarkable event dedicated to rallying support for those bravely battling cancer. Profits from the race and sales will be donated directly to Fighting Pretty, a nonprofit organization that helps provide strength, beauty, and empowerment to women in their cancer journey. For more info, visit fightingpretty.org. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
We'll do the whole carpet in the whole house for $5.
Wait.
You didn't even know how to do this. I thought you did.
We are family owned and operated, but I don't think either of you are ready to install yet. At Matt the Carpet Guy, we have the best vinyl plank and carpet in stock, bringing our showroom to you so you can feel confident in the carpet you choose. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
Nobody wants to have surgery done, but if you're gonna have it, this was the best way for me to go. Dr. Fatula came in and told me exactly what he was gonna do. I went home that night and slept in my own bed. And there was no pain. I had a few steri strips, and that was it. That's the place to go. BB Healthcare is the place to go. This is right here in your backyard, and they are on the edge of robotic surgery.
New on Coast TV News at 6. The Indian River Inlet needs some extra care. Look at just everything happening with the sand there. Efforts DenRec is doing to repair the dunes.
Celebrating Halloween at the Salisbury Zoo, the zoo has announced dates for this year's Halloween Happening events, Saturday, October 21st and Saturday, October 28th. Visitors can expect to enjoy a candy trail, games, and a family costume contest. Tickets for Halloween are happening $10 for children in advance. By October 13th, they'll be $15 though if you buy them at the zoo gate.
Well, I hope you're able to get outside the last couple of days, enjoy some of this fantastic weather we have been seeing. We're still seeing some pretty warm temps this evening, but the clouds, they've really started to increase across the area this evening. So as we take a live look out on our Dry Tech camera at the Ember Center in Ocean City, it's turned gray out there, but still not a bad evening to get outside, spend some time outdoors, go for a nice walk along the boardwalk or through town. Temps sitting right around 73 degrees in Ocean City this evening. We're going to fall into the low 60s overnight tonight because the clouds are going to keep us a little bit warmer than where we have been falling the last couple of days. But our Paula Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast, it shows some pretty gray weather, pretty dreary weather Friday and Saturday. But the good news, each of those days, it's not going to be a washout, so don't cancel your outdoor plans. Just make sure you have that rain jacket, make sure you have that umbrella each of those days. Saturday afternoon, we're going to start to see those clouds. We're going to start to see some of that rain start to move out of the area. So Saturday afternoon actually will turn it out to be pretty decent across Delmarva. And then Sunday and Monday, it gets pretty chilly, pretty fall-like with those highs only in the low to mid-60s. Sunday is going to be breezy, so it's going to feel even cooler than the 60s. Overnight lows falling down into the 40s. Then we stay in the 60s and 70s next week.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download our WRDE News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.